to talk about Jim Carrey. You're probably wondering, why Jim Carrey? Well, there are people online that have seen his recent video, and they're claiming that that's not him. Remember that video of the girl that was in the airplane? That man's not real. Well, they're claiming that the Jim Carrey that we just saw in I think it was in Paris, if I'm not wrong, the Paris reward ceremony is not quite him, that he's been cloned. And I'm going to give you guys my opinions. Jim Carrey's difference is Linky Atlas. Hello, Linky Atlas. Welcome. Okay. I've done some research, okay? Hey, Paulina. Hello, Amir. So this is Jim Carrey. This is Jim Carrey 2025, okay? Do you see his face right here? Do you see this right here? That's him. Do you see his smile? 2025. Hello. Hi, Warren. Hello, Steve Eldridge, right? And then this is in the award show that just happened, 2026. Do you see that facial line right there? I understand that people are saying his eyes look different and he sounds different. And everyone's like, oh my God, he's a clone, because he was always so awake. That's what I just want to preface this, that I am a huge Jim Carrey fan. I love this dude. Like, I think, I love his movies. I love the fact that he's so awake. He thinks about our reality. He's constantly like, this is not real. He's talked about the Illuminati, and he's spoken out against the evil in this world too. And I love this guy. So a lot of people think maybe they got him and they replaced him with a lookalike. That's the conspiracy theory. But to be completely honest, yes, he sounds different, but I think this is still him. And hear me out, you guys. Hear me out. Yes, he looks different. Yes, he sounds different. I lost 2 people when I said that. But hear me out. I think it's him because I actually watched the whole speech that he gave when he got the award. He spoke in French, and his soul, I could still feel his soul. He has a very pure soul. I could still feel his soul in there. And then the interview that happened right after, where everyone's like, he doesn't sound like himself, his voice is deeper. My opinion, I speak Spanish. And when I swap languages, si hablo en español por mucho tiempo, y después hablo en inglés, and then so if I speak Spanish for a long time and then I start speaking in English, sometimes I will pick up an accent, and my English will start sounding a little bizarre, especially if I'm speaking Spanish for a prolonged time. He was speaking French for a minute there, and he practiced his speech. And I think it altered his voice when he gave the interview right after. It actually happens when you speak 2 languages. It alters your like the way you speak, even if you go back to English. So people were claiming, it's this girl. Okay, this is a girl. This is not Jim Carrey. Her name is Heather Shaw, but she's a famous Jim Carrey lookalike. People were saying, oh, it's the girl. It's Heather Shaw. But she went online and she was like, it's not me. I'm not. And people are saying she looks more like Jim Carrey now than he did before. I think it's still him. I still feel his energy. Look at his face. Do you see like that dimple right there? Okay, this picture from 2018, he has the same dimple, okay? I think it's still him. He just, he did some things to his face. That's okay. I think it's still him. I felt he's Jim Carrey. The reason I'm such a big fan is he's always been like a very pure soul. And I watched the speech, the full speech. I didn't look at little clips. I watched the full interview he gave after. His soul is still there. His pure soul is still there. It's still him, you guys. It's still him. I honestly think it's still him. Okay, so let me catch up on some of these comments. I'm gonna look on both sides. Thank you for you're awesome, Oscar. Thank you. Here, Time Travel said it is still him. That's what I was thinking as well. He believes something bad happened to him. I don't think so. I think I saw happiness in him. Thank you, Oscar. And then let me catch up on the comments. Brian says, I just watched The Mask a few weeks ago. The Mask is really, really good. Okay, oh, I forgot to mention, I did see an interview that he gave that made me question if it was still him, even though I do believe it's still him. But there was one interview that was kind of insane in this thing where he says, but it does correlate with what he believes in. Let me actually stop this music so I'm going to show you guys this clip. It is kind of insane. Let me unmute it. Okay. So, this is at the event, okay? Listen, you guys. Okay.
Favorite funny face is the one I'm wearing right now.
Thank you so much.
But that is really him, though. So, he said, let me say that one. Let me get that one more time. I don't think I got the whole clip there.
My favorite funny face is the one I'm wearing right now.
He said, my favorite funny face is the one I'm wearing right now. And then he showed his face. Like, it's not his real face. But in the past, Jim Carrey has spoken, like, he believes that Jim Carrey is a personality. You know, that he's lived different lives, and in his movies, he's been different people, and Jim Carrey is a face, is a character that he plays too. So that could be playing into that. And I also see that in him. Okay, let me see. Vampires Unite. Thank you. Let's see. Xiaowei. Thank you, Oscar. And then let me see over here. Still going to be antisocial, says Joseph. Natalia Reynolds. I don't know who that is, actually. Natalie Reynolds. I'll look that up real quickly. Images. Oh, okay, cool. She's pretty. Very nice. John Newsom says, morning, my teacher's birthday, can say happy birthday. Or, sure, happy birthday. He sent her, her first kiss. She's retired. Good night. Good night. Loving your life. Aw, thank you, Michael. Thank you, gorgeous. You guys are amazing and gorgeous. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think? So she's already said that it's not her. A lot of people were claiming that the person in the awards show, Heather Shaw, was Jim Carrey. She said it was not her. Many people were saying that this is not him. I honestly do believe it is him. I can see him. This is 2025. This is 2026. I see him in there. And I see his soul in there. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that's not Jim Carrey? I could see his happiness. I want to hear what you guys think. Okay, let me catch up on some of these comments. Can you give me tips in life? I got kicked out of school for getting... Oh, I'm so sorry about that. That's a hard one. You can do anything in this world. You just have to believe in yourself, right? And I'm sure you can go into another school. Hello, Paulina. Hello. Wait, was he wearing a mask? No. But in the interview, it is kind of crazy. In the interview, in this event, he says, my favorite mask is the one I'm wearing now. And then he shows his face. But I don't think he was wearing a mask. I think he's saying the mask of Jim Carrey. Because he's very spiritual and he listens to Eckhart Tolle. He believes that he plays characters in this life. And he believes that Jim Carrey is a character. I'm a big fan of Jim Carrey. That's why I know it's him. That's why I know it's him. It's still him. I see his soul. He's happy. He's happy. He just started dating some Asian girl. I don't know her name. And he's happy. I can see that he's happy. And I wish him the best. Cool cat, beautiful. Thank you. Jim Carrey's my favorite actor, says Vanny. Yeah, me too. He's my favorite comedian. Subscribe, like, guys. Thank you, Gordo. Young Tooth. Michael says Jim Carrey's extremely talented comedian, but I think he's going off the defense these days. Not acting anymore. He's getting to. I don't think so. All I've seen is his spiritual talks. I haven't seen anything else where he talks about peace and love and just being in the present moment. And then a lot of this stuff doesn't really matter. Like, don't you remember when he went to one of the award shows and he's like, this doesn't matter. None of this matters. You know, this is not our reality. He questions reality. That's why I like him too. Do you like typonated? It was funny. Adrian said, did he say the silly face I'm wearing? Yes, he said the silly face I'm wearing in the interview. He's like, my favorite mask is the silly face I'm wearing, or the one I'm wearing now. It was something like that. Let me see if I can. It's just like so loud here, but.
This is the one I'm wearing right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he said my favorite mask is the one I'm wearing right now. He's trolling a little bit too. But he has talked about how Jim Carrey is a character that he plays, right? Let's see. With the Selena Gomez theories going around, they sent him to do that to discredit the conspiracies. I don't think so. He's just trolling. Thank you. Very sweet. You're gorgeous. Thank you. Arizona's very hot. Yeah, it is. I lived there for a little bit, I know. Lydia says, I talked to someone today on TikTok Live. She connects with aliens. That's pretty cool, Lydia. It's not his eyes. Okay, I saw that too. A lot of people were comparing Jim Carrey's eyes. They were saying that he initially had brown eyes and then he had green eyes. But I was able to find photos where his eyes were kind of greenish brown. Honestly, I think he has hazel eyes. Depending on the light and how it hits, it may look more brown and they may look more green. But they did look very, very green for this event, I will tell you. His teeth look different too. No, I did measure the teeth. They look the same. So this picture is from 2025. Okay? His teeth, they still look like these teeth. He's always had these type of teeth. I did check that. I was like, oh, maybe veneers or... I did check that. Be Good Human said, D Wheel Rock You says, it was him. Yeah, that was definitely him. A lot of people don't think it was, but I can see his soul is in there. He's happy. Jim Carrey has gone through so much in his life. He actually lost one of his partners in the past. And he has suffered a lot, and I think he has found a lot of peace and happiness, and I'm happy for him. And he's found some love too, so I could see the happiness in the speech that he gave. If you watch the full speech, he learned French just to accept that award, which was really nice. He gave the speech in French. Be a Good Human says, yo, I love your vibes and your channel subscribed. Thanks. Welcome, you guys. Welcome. I love just chatting here. You know, we talk about love and light and hippiness and the weird stuff. And right now we're talking about Jim Carrey, since a lot of people don't think it's him, but I can see it's him. Dan Barr says, hi. And Barr says, didn't he just get Botox? Maybe. I don't know what he's done personally. Boone says, there's no, seems bigger. So you think he's a different person because his nose is different? I think he has the same nose. I don't know. Actually, let me look. Yeah, it's the same nose. This is 2018, and I'm looking at his photo right here. Vampire. Absolutely. Lydia says, I remember him in the movie Mask. Yeah, the Mask was really funny. I loved Bruce Almighty, too. I used to watch that over and over again. When I was a kid, I loved it. Bruce Almighty. All his movies are really, really good. Where are you from? Originally from Puerto Rico. Ultra Instincts, thanks for joining. Neil Byrne says, I watched Jim for 30 years and definitely not him. You don't think it's him? I see him in there. I see him happy. He hasn't been happy for a long time. And I see that he's finally happy. That's what I see, he's finally happy. That's what I see. Ultra Instinct says, me, myself, and Irene Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Hi, Paulina. Hello, Ultra Instinct. I read that. Jeremy says, I love empires. Vampires are awesome. That's awesome. Leah says, hi. Gordo says, the Truman Show. Yeah, Jim Carrey has been trying to wake us up forever. Maybe the Truman Show was something that woke him up. to maybe there's things in our reality that we might want to question, maybe not everything is real. Maybe there are NPCs, maybe it's part of our reality is manufactured. Remember, school is a training, right? We're in school, they all teach us the same thing, right? Maybe they all teach us the same thing for a reason. Ding, ding, ding. Being spooky. I like the Truman Show a lot.
Thank you so much.
Okay, let me keep playing this music down here. Okay, let's see. Adrian says, he literally said this silly face I'm wearing. Yeah, I know. Now, I think he was wearing a mask. If he wasn't wearing a mask, then he'd had major work done. I think... I don't know if he was wearing a mask. I see his soul in there. I think he's talking about the mask of Jim Carrey. He's said before that Jim Carrey is just a character that he plays. He's just the awareness that is in the body. He's very spiritual, very Eckhart Tolle. He's the awareness that lives this life, and he's played many characters, right, in the movies, and Jim Carrey is just another character. Michael says, hi, hello, Unprepared Serenity, welcome back. Guitar says, not him. Julian says, hi, I just subscribed. Thank you, Adam, welcome, big fan too. I'm glad to have you guys here. I love chilling with you guys. Jabu says, hi, beautiful, thank you. Boone says, not being your true self is a lie. This is an interesting concept because I feel like for actors, it is very hard for them to find their true self or whatever that means for them, because actors are constantly playing different roles. So they have to become different people. And really good actors will their mind changes. They start thinking as the person or the character they're playing, to the point that some actors that have played very horrific characters have had to get therapy afterwards because it has affected their family life and all that. Really good actors, a lot of them will put themselves in that headspace and become that person. Oh, thank you, Centrally, for the 100. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, with your comment of not being your true self is a lie, I think for them it's hard to find who they are. I think that's happened with Ariana Grande too. She doesn't quite know who she is. She hasn't had time to reflect. But at the end of the day, we are the awareness that experiences this life, but we identify with different things, right? And I get it. If you're playing a role for so long, aren't you that role at some point? Don't you become that role? Okay, let me catch up on some of these comments here on this side. Michael the Singer says, I agree with that about Jim Carrey. Thank you for the follow Relatively Craft. Altranza says the Joker killed Heath Ledger. Oh my God. I don't know his story. I don't know what happened there. Can you tell me? Let's see. DETCG says, should I stay with a girl that grows? She can't see my life goals. She doesn't believe in you. I think I don't know the whole story. And of course, there are things that you can definitely talk through, right? But it's good to be around people that believe in you, that want you to be successful, right? And it doesn't mean that it, I mean, you could still work things out and see, talk to her and see if she sees things your way. Communication is very important. That's the best thing to say. I don't want to give advice because I don't exactly know the situation, but know that you are worthy of being believed in. And whoever you are, you should believe in their goals too, right? Whoever you are with too. But again, the situation. Communication is a big factor. Doesn't necessarily mean you could talk and work things out, Okay, so let me catch up on these comments. Why are my eyes big? I was born this way with big eyes. Uh, yeah, I think that. Oh, that's good. You guys are giving advice to each other. I see that. Mr. Wansi, Big Wansi says 95 degrees today in Riverside, California. That's pretty hot. Okay. What says hi? Country, 41 says, well, let me see. I'm trying to catch up so many comments. I subscribe. Thanks for subscribing. You guys are so sweet to me. For good luck. Goodbye. Thank you. You're a beautiful girl. Are you AI? No, I'm not AI. Thank you so much for the disco ball. That is so cool. I've never seen that. And thank you, Dusty, for the all hearts. Do you speak French? No. I did not understand the speech, unfortunately. I speak Spanish, though. But I just listened to it. Thanks. I'm glad you like them. When you were a kid back in the 1600s, yeah. It's funny. We're always a child inside. Our souls are learning and growing eternally. We're children on the inside. Hi. Even if you were born in the 1600s. Okay. So Quincy says, when you create personas, people can't grasp the best versions of oneself. Okay. I see, like, are you meaning, I've experienced this too in the past. Sometimes if you try to improve yourself and there are people around you that maybe they see that you're succeeding, right? You'll know when you start working and improving yourself in whatever aspect it is, you'll know who your true friends are because they're going to cheer you on and you'll keep cheering them on, right? If those do not accept you or put you down because you're working towards improving your life, that's out of jealousy. They're not working towards their own life, right? So you are a mirror to them, right? It's a mirror reflecting back. You're doing so much to improve your life, but they are not. So they find ways to put you down. It's not good to be around those type of people. You'll know who your true friends are when you start to succeed and you start to try to improve your life in whatever aspect it is. If it is eating healthier, if it is work-wise, if it is friends-wise, relationship-wise, whatever aspect it is, you'll know who your true friends are, right? And if they're putting you down, they're not meant to be in your life, right? And you'll find your tribe. You will always find your tribe. I've experienced that before. Okay. Your best friend. Let's see. I love having you guys here. You're sweet. Arigano, mama. Let me see. Candy says, hey, fair skin caramel Paulina, are you mutant by chance? Interesting. Maybe. Hello from Iceland. That's awesome. Prettiest vampire. You guys are so sweet to me. She's gorgeous. Stop hating. That breath's pretty. Oh, this is a question from Lydia. Lydia says, have a question to ask you. How to connect with angels in heaven, the watchers. How to connect with angels. Probably through prayer and meditation. I've had experiences in deep state of meditations where I've seen angels. They don't the it and it was in deep meditation. You have to be in an altered state of consciousness, right? And you have to want to connect through prayer meditation. But I've seen it. I was like about to fall asleep and I was in that twilight, in that between. And I saw like what looked like many eyes, but I knew it was an angelic being. It was very protective. And then I saw another thing that was an angel, and it was just like a more embodied angel. There are angels out there, and you can connect through them through meditation and prayer. And the intention of wanting to connect. Okay. Matthew says, but do you speak Romanian? I think you should learn to speak the language of the country you're in. I don't speak Romanian. It'd be cool to learn new languages. Transylvania. Embraces. It's funny. Are you afraid of Van Helsing? No. Using my teeth are growing. This vampire girl, you're so sweet. Can I call you Lena? Sure, you can call me Lena. Why are you so likable? I just like hanging out with you guys. We could just talk about all the weird stuff, you know? We were talking about the Jim Carrey conspiracies. But at the end of the day, I think it's him. And I'm just happy that he's happy. He's found happiness, you know? Hello, Aita. Looks like Dracula. Let's see. Quincy says, great advice. I was meaning about Jim, but those words spoke volumes. I'm glad. You know, sometimes we all need to hear that, you know. Thanks for the flower. Let's see. I'm proud to see you. Hi, Pao. I miss you. Okay. Nephilim. Ooh, that's interesting. Twilight. Protect you from the demons. Let me see. Just found my angel. Come to America, give you green card? Oh my god. You're in Romania? Is that chain around your neck silver? Yeah, to protect me from the werewolves. Have a good stream. Yeah. You guys, how's your Friday going? You guys having an amazing day? I just want to spread some love and light. Let you know that you can do anything in this world. Sometimes there are people around you that don't believe in you, but you have to believe in yourself. And don't listen to those people. You'll find your tribe. You deserve to have people around you that believe in you and you believe in them. You can do anything. You have this life. Make the most of it. Thank you for that. Be careful of the vampire hunters. The angel in disguise we want. Thank you. Let's see. I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Tim. There's so much beauty in this life. If you guys ever have anxiety or don't feel happy, you can find so much abundance in nature. Walking barefoot on the grass, in the sand, laying outside in the grass, looking at the sun, the flowers, the birds. Maybe you're in snow. There's so much beauty and abundance. There's so much love. Nature's just love. Love your vibes. You don't read this chat? I do. I'm just catching up. Hi, Paulina. 6'7" for the vampire. Woohoo. Franz Kafka. That sounds familiar. Let me see who that is. Realism. Ooh, I have to look into him. It's beautiful, girl. Beautiful. Thank you. Enough water today? Ooh, I do have my water right here. In my blood. Okay. See her. I believe in you. My name is Mike. Oh, I believe in you. Here's your little encouragement of the day. Where are you from? Guess. Blood Eagle says, I like being unhappy. You know what's weird? I learned this from Joe Dispenza. I've been listening to him. Feeling sad, feeling anger, resentment, jealousy, all these negative emotions can be addictive to people. Your body produces these hormones, and you can actually become addicted to the production of these hormones. So there are people who subconsciously will put themselves in situations that cause that hormone to be produced in that body. Maybe you subconsciously put yourself in relationships that are chaotic because it's producing this hormone of chaos. And if not, if you find the nice person, you're not getting that bump, that hit, and you think they're boring. And that's something that like whatever hormone you might be addicted to, that's something that you would have to work on letting go of that addiction. Like mentally noting, no, the nice person is what I want, right? And you start meditating and working on looking for the good situations and letting yourself know consciously, like, no, this is what is good for me, versus the chaotic relationship that's causing that addiction, if you get what I'm saying. Or putting yourself, or finding friends that are not good to you because you like the feeling of feeling sad, like subconsciously. You get what I'm saying? And I remembered that last night because I felt sad about something, and I was like, no, it feels good sometimes to be in that melodramatic state, but then I was like, no, I don't need this. I want a good life. I'm going to focus on the good and just let it go. The good could be boring, but isn't that what you want for your life, right? Just acknowledge that sometimes your body will subconsciously want that feeling. And that happens to everybody. Okay, what do you guys think? What is your favorite color? Red. I love red. Hello, Paulina. I like hiking. I like hiking too. It depends what we're hiking. Like, I don't necessarily like hiking like a deserty mountain. I've done that before. It's just too hot. The sun and me, like that much? No. Mr. Black Gums says, sometimes when I'm feeling sad, I throw mayonnaise at squirrels outside my window. Please don't do that. Do you read from Franz Kafka? No, I haven't. What is your name? Paulina. I watched my dad take his... Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Tim. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sure your father's in a better place now. 501. You Latina, yes. Give here. Do you ever add sugar to your blood? Yeah, vampire teeth. Quincy says, facts, music is my outlet, but grounding and nature helps connect. My favorite created saying is clarity comes from the space, not gain volume. Yeah, music can definitely be an outlet for your emotions, for bringing happiness into your life. I love music. Music is so magical. It can help you manifest too. Yes, and being in nature is the best thing. How did you ever get so cute? You're so sweet. It's funny. Nice too. Walking by the river is nice too. Yeah, it is so nice. Michael, thank you for the GG. That's awesome. I appreciate that. That's so sweet. Azaya, welcome. You're a drummer, it seems like. That's cool. Hello, Mickey. Okay, so I think I got a new crowd by now since when I started. So, hello, Danny. I started talking about this live with Jim Carrey. Hello, can you shout me out? Shout out to Braxton. Let me see. Ruben says, you think the idea of manifestation is real or shit happens? I think it's real. I think we have way more control of our reality than we're sold. Thank you, Gigi. Yesterday, sorry, it wasn't yesterday. The day before yesterday, my topic was regarding the 33rd degree, Freemasonry and all that stuff. A lot of the stuff that the people that are running this world believe in. And to be honest, there's a lot they believe in as above, so below. And this, not the horrific stuff that is happening, but this part is good for you guys and for all of us. The as above, so below, which is basically your connection to God, spirituality, and your mind, your thoughts. They believe it's triangle. Your spirituality and your thoughts create your physical reality. As above, so below. In schools, in public schools, we are taught that everything is in the physical realm. You grind, work. That is the hardest way to create, and it is an exhausting way to create. As above, so below, the triangle, that's why they do the triangle sign all the time, basically states you work on your spirituality and your mind, your thoughts, and it'll help you create your physical reality. Yes, your physical reality can affect your thoughts. If you wake up feeling cranky and then you start exercising and you bring your butt outside and start running and feeling the air, it's going to alter your mind. You're going to start thinking more positive thoughts. The dopamine hit, the adrenaline and all that, it's going to give you positive thoughts, right? But you work on your thoughts and you work on your connection to God through meditation, right? Through intention. You'll realize that there, like, whatever God means to you, but it's all love. There's so much love. And you use that to bring your physical reality. Watch your thoughts, watch your connection, and it'll help create your physical reality. And to be honest, I have been practicing this, and it works. This is the 33rd degree. Freemasonry practices it. I'm not Freemason. I've learned their stuff. It works. It works. This is what the people who are running this world practice. Not the horrific stuff, the spiritual stuff. Only the good. This is something that we could all learn from. Only the good, right? The connection to God, your mind, your thoughts, affects your physical reality. Blood Eagle, thank you for the $2. He says, do you want to be my guru? I am actually learning myself. I'm a student. That's the best way of saying it. And whatever I learn, I convey to you guys. I feel like I'm going to be a student for the rest of my life. But if you guys learn anything, let me know too. I learn from you guys. Eriko says, I just tuned in. What topic are we talking about? Well, we started talking about Jim Carrey. And now we're talking about the 33rd degree, as above, so below. Because someone asked about manifestation. So working on, and okay, if you guys don't understand what I'm saying, I talked about how right when you're waking up and when you're falling asleep, it affects your unconscious mind. And it affects your reality. So as you're waking up, imagine that you have the reality that you already dream of, that you are that reality and you're feeling it. Okay? You feel like you have it. You feel like you have it, and you wake up and you walk into that person's body, and then you do. And you'll start living your life physically like you have it. Boxing, thank you for the 100. That's going to help you a lot. A lot of meditation, a lot of connection to spirit. But that's the lie. In our public schools and even in our private schools, they will teach you only to grind. Really, yes, physically work towards your dream, but you really need to get your spirituality and your thoughts aligned, okay? Because if your thoughts don't believe in your physical dream, it's not going to create it. If your connection to God is not aligned, it's not going to create it. As above, so below. What does she talk during these? Does she have 2 accounts? I have 2 accounts. I have a TikTok and YouTube. Okay. Let me catch up on some of these comments here. Perry says, hey. The means good girl. As Tim says that he's not liked or loved. Don't affirm that. There's always somebody out there. Your friends. You can always find friends that resonate. But you have to believe that you deserve to be loved. All of you guys. I feel like this reality is love. We have the option of love or fear. Fear will control you. Will hijack your nervous system. Love is the ultimate power. Focus on love. All of you guys deserve love. We are all loved. We're so loved. You know what that reminds me of? Punch. You know Punch, the monkey in the zoo in Japan? That I literally cried over this freaking monkey. He's being beat up constantly. Nobody around him seems to love him. But Punch has no idea that the world loves him. He has no idea that he is being watched by the world, and we are all cheering him on, and we love him so much. That's this reality. You might not be in the best situation right now, but you are so loved. You have no idea. You have no idea. Connect to the love vibration and believe that you deserve love. Believe that you matter, right? And you'll attract people in your life. Put yourself out there too, right? If you're trying to find friends, you'll find your crowd. There's always you always have a crowd out there. Okay, so let's see. Zizel says I miss crab people. Braxton says thank you very much. I appreciate it. Of course. G says the magician's in the house. Interesting. Frank is talking to Tim, which I love that. I love that. This is a community in itself. Like, you guys can connect and talk to each other. I actually made a Discord for you guys to hang out. And you guys can make friends within too. You're extremely beautiful. Thank you. You guys are beautiful and amazing, and you can do anything in this world. It was nice meeting you, Lena. I'll catch you another time. Good night. Good night. Just FYI. Buffy the Vampire. Is that Grimes? No, I'm not Grimes. But that's a compliment. I think she's really pretty. Yes, thank you. What about 34th? The 33rd degree. I'm not sure yet. Vampula says transfer of negative energy to another is real for sure. I think there are. Actually, I had a weird situation today, actually. So I have one of my customers. She was very nice, but she was very like low vibe. And you just have to protect yourself energetically. Just imagine a golden aura around you. Whatever they say, it just bounces right off, or even gives you energy, transforms into love and light. And so I was just there. I was just like letting her ramble, but it just bounced off or transformed into something better for me. So you can protect yourself. Hi, world. You look amazing. Oh, thanks. You look. Neville Guard teaching. I love Neville Guard. Definitely check him out. Your teeth, thank you. You ever look in the Kabbalah? I think I looked some stuff up. I have to do more research, to be completely honest. Let me write that down. Kabbalah. Your hair. I truly prove your energy. Aw, yeah, just sending love and light. Just letting you guys know that you're important and you matter and you can do anything. And don't take life too seriously. I was it Neville Guard? Someone just mentioned him, but I was listening. I think it was him. I was listening to somebody, a philosopher this morning. I think it was Neville Guard, actually. And he was saying, because I listened in the car, he was saying, it's for the people who believe that they're in a very low state of mind. They're like, this life doesn't matter. Nothing matters. And then he was saying, if nothing matters. Oh, thank you, Damon, for the heart. He was saying, if nothing matters, then have fun. Have fun. Play the game. If nothing really matters, then have fun. Realizing that nothing matters is, thank you, Jado100. Realizing that nothing matters is freeing. If it doesn't matter in 10 years, it doesn't matter. Realizing that all the little things, the little disputes, this, that in your brain, if it doesn't matter, it's so freeing. Who cares? Have the most fun. It is so freeing to realize that nothing really matters. Just have fun, giggle, enjoy. Don't take life too seriously. Don't identify. Time moves, right? It's moving. There's changes in this life. If you hold on to whatever it is, it's going to cause you pain. Just let it flow. Just let all the changes flow and be happy. Who cares? It's your state of mind at the end of the day that creates your reality. Oh my God, did you? Let's see. Love is everything. Yes. He tells me he loves you. I love that too. Madison Binney says the world ain't going to heaven. I disagree. I think there's love and light. I think we're all love. We just kind of forgot it. Tim says, I don't have any friends or family. I'm sorry to hear that, Tim. But there's a community out there. You know, I can already see there's another person trying to talk to you here. There's always people out there for you. Let me see over here. Nice content. Thanks. Yay, it's you again. I like you. You're cool. You guys are cool. Thanks. Hey girl, love your nails. Thanks. Carrie says, hello, I just want to stop in and tell you that you matter, your feelings matter, and the world is a better place with you in it. Oh, the world is a better place with you in it. All of you guys. All of you guys, don't attach your importance to whatever material things you've achieved or goals. You are important just being here. You are love and you matter, right? John Pace says, have you ever heard Lester Levinson? He's a lot like Neville. Interesting teachings. Let me look him up. Lester Levinson. Ooh, I have not. He sinks beneath the flickering lights, chasing distant stages. With dancing grace, he bands turning her into harmony. Ooh. Hi, Paulina. Hello. Set you free. Madison Bennett says, take eternity freely. I think our souls are eternal. I think we've always been and we will always be. We just forget. This world, in this earth, we see beginning and ends. Oh, thank you, Rico, for the little... In this world, we see beginnings and ends. Constantly. So we're used to things ending. It's a cycle. So it's hard for our minds, our physical brains to conceptualize eternity. But I think we've always been and we will always be. Our souls just chose this experience. Oh my God, my cats are going wild right now. What do you guys think? Thank you, Xavier, for the rose. That's very sweet of you. Vampires are so 20 years ago. Oh my God, I guess I'm out of, what is that called? Out of fashion. Well, I'm stuck at 20 or 22. Tim says, I've been super depressed in 2014. Tim, I think the best thing to start with, so this is very weird, but I learned this recently, and I speak Spanish and I understand Portuguese. There's something weird with the English language and how you talk about things. You are identifying like you are the depressed one, where in Spanish and another language, it's a state of feeling. Like you feel sad, like it's going through you. It's not that you are, right? And I think the English language helps people identify with their diseases, which is not good, right? The more you identify with the diseases or sicknesses, the more you create it in your reality. I do believe in that. I know it's a little woo-woo. So I think starting with that it's a feeling that's going through you, right? And working on ways to improve your life so you can feel better. Velvet Funeral says, I practice astral projection several times a week. Truly an eye-opening experience. Yes, I've done that. It is an eye-opening experience. I've realized that that's what makes me, like, I've had so many paranormal experiences and I've astral projected. It when you have weird experiences, it can be a little scary, but then you're not scared anymore. I'm not scared anymore. And it's like, oh, this is a game. We're playing a game. Our souls are eternal. I'm not that scared of death anymore. It's like, I'm here. You know what I mean? I'm here. It's comforting at the same time. I'm stopping by. Say hi. Hello, Jim Deckard. Happy to see you. How the F are you so pretty? AI? I'm not AI, but thank you for the compliment. I keep being accused of being AI. It's getting weird. It's only scary first few times, but it makes you comfortable. Exactly. I wasn't really, like, just like the first, then I wasn't scared anymore. I just know what's going on. It's pretty cool. Why are you here? Why am I here? Why are you here? Says Alan. Why are we all here? What is this? I was having one of those, like, weird, the day before yesterday, I was having one of those weird, like, why am I here, like, freaking out moments. And I was kind of like pretty sad, but I kind of let that go. And again, with Alan Watts, not Alan Watts. Was it Alan Watts? I was listening to him, Neville Garter. And you know what? It was Alan Watts. Nothing matters, so make the most of it. Have fun. You know, just live life, spread love. But we are here to learn a lesson, to just make the most of this life, right? It does freak me out sometimes. I get into that headspace. Yes, Alan Watts, Velvet. Thank you. You're so right. Thank you. Kid and Fangs, Baird, clearing all negative energy around you. Yes, I do believe that cats protect us in the spiritual realm. I have Simba right here. He's just right out of frame. We are eternal. Yes. 666 is energy. I'm not scared of a number. Jim Deckard says, but eventually we go to heaven, permanently we go to hell over and over. That's where I disagree a little bit, Jim, but it's nice to see you. I think hell is a concept that was made to control humans. You scare them. It's love or fear. You scare them. But I do believe there are hellish realms, and it just depends on how you vibrate. So, like, with my astral projection experiences, when you leave your body, I'm always like, la, 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 la. So wherever I go is pretty, like, high vibe, right? But if you start like vibrating very low and you're negative, you're going to start going to lower realities, your soul. So I do believe there are hellish realms out there, but it's a choice. You choose to be there. And even if you're there and you don't realize you're choosing it, you're choosing it because that's the state that your soul is in. That's my personal opinion. Hello. I love your fangs. Henry says, how long have you been at 22? For 501 years. It was in journey, huh? Pretty girl. Thank you. It's more like spectrum within realms or planes. Yeah. I kind of see where you're coming at, Velvet. Jim Decker says that is true. Ooh. Why can't I send gifts? It should let you. Thank you though. Culibra Truth says, would you like to star in a movie with me? It depends on the kind of movie. I've gotten some weird offers. I don't know what that is, World 4602. Kristen says, I'm Puerto Rican. Yo también. Hi. Junior Third says, stuck in 2026 and need help getting back to 1988. The time stater ring broke. It's called Bitcoin. Iriko, thanks for the rose. It's very sweet. Laugh out. Jake Decker says, if you go to heaven for eternity, that's a different realm. If you go to hell, then you are born back into this world. Oh. Interesting. So do you think this is like a purgatory? Is that your view, Jim? Crane says you have to be on DMT for that. No, you can meditate and reach altered states of reality. Your pineal gland produces DMT. Eriko says, if you could time travel to anything, what time would you go to? If I could time travel to anywhere, what time would I go to? I don't know. The problem is history has been rewritten. I honestly do believe this. I believe that history... Let me move the camera on TikTok for a second. I believe that history has been messed with. So, I don't know. I feel like we're not told the whole truth. So, my answer is I don't know because I don't believe our current history books. Hey y'all, hello, Joseph, look up the game of World Forces. Maybe later on, before more technology for me. Oh, M-O, modern technology. Okay, thank you. I like some modern technology. I'm here to toss you a salad. Thanks for the salad, I guess. Over and over again. I don't know if that sounds nice, Jim Decker. Thank you. I'm from India. Hello from India. Vampire. I'm glad. Looks like I have some vampires. You're beautiful. Thank you. Pretty. Tim says, I try to make some friends. It doesn't work. Okay. See, like, I have failed before. But I try again. And I try different. And I understand you've probably tried several times. Keep trying. You'll find your crowd. I promise you. I'm weird, Tim. You know I'm weird. It's a little hard for me to... It was hard for me to find my crowd. But I did. So, don't believe it doesn't work. It can work. You just have to keep trying. With whatever you're doing. And even me saying it's a little hard. I should say it's easy. I got this, right? But I've tried. It's okay to fail. There's nothing wrong with failure. Just try again. I think the ultimate failure is not trying. Well, smoke color rental. Yes. This is a rental. There's no shame in that. I got a really good deal, too. What's inside this earth, girl, then? Girl. What's inside this earth, then, girl? I don't know. What's inside? Dracula. Bizzle says, it's called sleep paralysis. You aren't astral projecting. I've had sleep paralysis. There's a difference. you get into a state of sleep paralysis before you walk out. You just have to accept the paralyzation and literally walk your soul out. You might do the first few times, you might actually walk your body out, but eventually you'll get the difference and you literally walk your soul out. Oh, Go Song! Thanks for the galaxy. It's so sweet. Thank you so much. Very, very sweet. Thank you, Go Song. Nice to have you here. How does one move from being motivated from fear to motivated by love? I think it's the perception. Give me 1 second. I'm getting like the puzzle here. The puzzle of doom in TikTok. And I'm on YouTube, but my TikTok live wants to end it because it can't verify that I am not here. 1 second. There we go. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the question. How does one move from being motivated from fear to motivated by love? Whatever it is having a different view. Let's say your current job, right? Let's say you don't really, or you're in school and you really have to, you're scared of getting an F, okay? Instead of like studying, oh, I don't want to get an F, I don't want to get an F. That's like no fun. That sucks. And it makes studying hard, right? But then if you are studying something in science or math, you can make it into a game and be like, oh, this is so cool. Like, I learn about these whales, or, oh my God, this happens if I do this experiment, or let's see if I can solve this problem. You know, you make it fun. If it's a work thing, like if you just, oh, I just have to do this job to pay the bills, and you're going in with that state of mind that's like, you have to be here. You get to be here. You're choosing to be there. You're choosing to work there, right? You don't have to be there. You could walk out. You could walk out. I get to be here. Like, I get to make the fun, like, and then have fun, be goofy. Like, honestly, who cares? Who cares? You have this life. Kind of be goofy, you know? Have fun with it. I know it's a shift in perspective. You start shifting your perspective, you start having a better life. And you'll start having better results in whatever that is, you know? Let's see. Velvet says, I've had sleep process before and it's totally different. That's person, you're right about that. Velvet Funeral says, so well said. Great perspective. Oh, thanks. Okay. We are dying and living simultaneously. That's a weird way of saying it. I think our bodies are constantly renewing. We're literally different people than we were 3 years ago. The Mig says, everything is happening at the same time. Time is a flat circle. Yeah, time is just, we're just perceiving time in a linear fashion. But time is an illusion. It all happens at once, I agree. 6-7. Good morning. Hi, beautiful. Hello. Where are you from? I'm in Florida. Hello, Paulina. Oh, thanks for the heart. Can you act out this in Jurassic Park? What? Victor's. Where are you from? I'm switching to my altered state. Interesting. That's deep. Thank you. How do I subscribe to the stream? You click subscribe. Kevin. It should be on the side. Brandon says, you're moving to a state of self-awareness. You move into a state of stillness to tap into higher levels of conscious awareness. Yes. It's like you're in the most present moment. When you're meditating and you have a thought, don't feel bad. Just let it go. Don't identify. You realize your mind wanders. It's okay. Just put it in a stream. It's a river. Put it back in the river. Keep meditating. Put it back in the river. Keep meditating. And then you're just going to get like a connection. You know what I don't know. It's very hippie, but that'll help you keep doing that, and then your mind will open. Let's see. Draw us a cat. I love cats. Mine is meditation, yeah. You can meditate while walking too, just being in the present moment. Let's see. Rico says, that reminds me of the movie called Everything Everywhere All at Once. I haven't seen that movie. Time is a human concept. That's why we're living in the present. Connects us to the universe. Yes. Place and setting. Yeah. She's got her weird psychology. Yeah, I mean, I listen to different philosophers, but I also take a lot of time to meditate for myself, too. And isn't it fun to, like, explore reality and question things, you know? And make the most of life. Just have fun, you know? Thank you. And it says, Luke, hail a good line of conversation. Well, welcome back, Mindwell. Thanks. Well, you guys, it is actually, yeah, it is fun, Enrico. It is probably time for me to head out. If you like this type of content, make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to help me hit the 4,000 watch hours, just watch my long format videos or any of my previous lives. That will help me. And remember, you are the power. You can do anything in this world. You just have to believe in yourself. You got this, right? Don't identify with your thoughts. You're not your thoughts. You're just the perceiver of them. Remember, spread love and light. I love you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I'm going to say bye on TikTok first. Bye-bye, TikTok. And then I will say bye on YouTube. Bye-bye, YouTube. Have a great day.